can be recycled. Old plastic objects can be collected, sorted, cleaned, and then processed into new objects. A. What are the advantages of recycling old plastic objects? So the first thing that comes to mind is the idea if we're able to recycle the old plastic objects into useful new things, then there'll be less material ending up in landfill sites. So less materials in landfill. And looking at it from a slightly different angle, if we're able to recycle our old plastic objects, it means we're going to need fewer raw materials. And the raw materials that we use for most plastics these days is crude oil. So looking at it from the other point of view, that will also mean that less fossil fuels are needed. And we could have also considered ideas to do with the amount of carbon dioxide being produced when we process and manufacture the crude oil to produce the plastic objects as well. And that would be reduced by recycling rather than making our plastic objects from new plastics. B. Why might a student not recycle an old plastic toy? Well, in our busy lives, sometimes finding time to do things that we know that we probably should isn't always easy. So I'm going to go with the idea that sometimes there's just not enough time to do all the things that we are meaning to and wanting to as our first answer. But also, we need to think about some other things. If we did have enough time, sometimes we might not really know what plastic our old toy is made from, and therefore whether it is a plastic that would be recycled in that particular area. So sometimes there's not enough information or education given to people so that they really know what to do. So I'm going to go for our second point as not enough information about how to recycle or about which plastics or objects can be recycled. So people end up not really knowing what to do and just putting it into the main bin instead.